He is the voice of a generation, the man who shattered the language barrier, redefined masculinity, and turned Latin trap into a global phenomenon. Bad Bunny, not just an artist, but a cultural movement. He is the champion of the marginalized, the icon who broke every rule. Or so we thought. January 2023. A serene coastline in the Dominican Republic, and in a single chilling moment, the world saw a different Benito. A fan, ecstatic, simply wanted a selfie. And what did the king of pop do? He violently grabbed her phone and threw it away. His justification? Those who come to put a phone in my face, I will consider it for what it is, a lack of respect, and I will treat it likewise. Lack of respect? Is this the true face of the superstar who claims to speak for the people? Tonight, we peel back the layers of fame and fanfare. We explore the deep, unsettling contradictions that lie beneath the carefully curated image of Bad Bunny. This is the story of the hypocrisy, the uncomfortable truths, and the controversies that challenge everything we believe about one of the world's most beloved and bewildering stars. Get ready, because the spotlight is about to expose the dark side of Benito. For years, Benito Martinez Ocasio built an impeccable brand. He was a beacon of progress. He famously defied reggaeton's toxic hypermasculinity, appearing in pink, florals, and skirts. His music, like Yo Perreo Sola, was hailed as an anthem of female empowerment, telling women they didn't need a man to dance. He was a voice for his homeland, using his global platform to shine a light on the injustices in Puerto Rico, particularly through his powerful track El Apagón, which challenged colonization and gentrification. He seemed authentic, a superhero of social consciousness.
He spoke out against cultural appropriation, famously saying, "Everyone wants to be Latino now, but they lack the seasoning." He presented a persona of unwavering loyalty to his roots and his people. This was the narrative, an artist so grounded, so revolutionary, that he was immune to the corruption of fame. But the most compelling public figures are often the ones hiding the deepest secrets. The moment he reached the summit of stardom, the carefully constructed facade began to crack, revealing a stark contrast between the art and the artist. The arrogance of the phone-throwing incident was just the tip of the iceberg, a symbol of a star who had grown too big for basic decency. But a more disturbing pattern emerges when we examine his treatment of women. Despite his progressive fashion choices, his professional behavior has faced serious scrutiny. On stage with fellow artist Naughty Natasha, videos show him repeatedly and inappropriately grinding on her, actions which she reportedly later described as misbehavior. Furthermore, he publicly harassed TV host Natalia Rivera, repeatedly asking her out and messaging her online, even while knowing she was married, an action that left both Rivera and her husband deeply uncomfortable. This behavior is starkly inconsistent with the progressive savior image. And when we listen closely to his music, especially his more recent work like Nadie sabe lo que va a pasar mañana, the supposed revolution feels like a regression. Critics noted a distinct return to a more dominant traditional macho reggaetonera persona, with lyrics that were once again overtly explicit and objectifying towards women. The question must be asked, was his championing of women a genuine belief or a convenient indie-era marketing tool?
The controversy extends beyond personal behavior into the messy business of music and ethics. Take the empowerment anthem Yo Perreo Sola. The song's iconic female hook was sung by artist Nessie, but she was deliberately left uncredited on the track list. A song about female freedom ended up being a story of professional exploitation. He gave a woman a voice, but stripped her of the professional recognition she earned. And then there's the issue of his political authenticity. Bad Bunny vocally condemned outsiders who profit from Latin culture, yet he began a very public relationship with Kendall Jenner, a member of a family frequently accused of being culture vultures. and whose tequila brand faced major backlash for profiting off Mexican culture. His association with Jenner directly contradicted the very principles he built his activist brand on. The man who once sang about not wanting outsiders to turn Puerto Rico into another Hawaii seemed to have quietly backtracked on his most potent political views, all while embracing the very entities he once criticized. Bad Bunny's success is undeniable, but as we see the full picture, the arrogance toward fans, the troubling history with women, the professional double standards, and the political compromises, we are left with a fundamental question. Is the artist we worship merely a highly successful illusion? And can we, the audience, truly separate the revolutionary music from the deeply problematic man behind the microphone? The king of pop is powerful, but even kings have a dark side.